guess we could call this the final throw the dog the bone moment, and a way to tell dedicated Megami fans like me to shut the hell up. Or maybe just to tell us in a little bit lighter tone, please people, this too is a tribute to Megami. So do not worry, she may not have won, but she is still the Megami that have inspired people. So with this I say, fine, you got me. I will try. Note, I am not making any promises now. I will try to calm down on the Megami losing that match complaining. Because in a way, this was a victory for Megami too. Just because Erina used a dish that had a lot of Megami's soul in it. Because what Megami did, if she did not make this, Erina could not have made hers. Yes, this is the Shokugeki no Soma chapter 247, and although the translation is a little bit bad than before, I guess it's because the translation has been a little bit late. We see the Ice Queen now being a different queen. As Momo protested the fact that she does not want to eat something that she ranks as 95% is not cute, it's not perfect. Erinaya says, if you taste it, you will understand why you were so irritated. So by using Buchi as a table, mind you, she tastes the dish and immediately get heartfelt. And Anne confirms that the secret ingredient in this is an untrue Greek yogurt, a special kind of yogurt that has been sended through process called straining. It's basically when you remove the water from the cloth of the paper towel, the link constituents become concentrated and mild cheese-like body is born. So the strained yogurt was then mixed into the souffle dough with frothy egg whites, and as a result it gave depth to the pancake body and flavor. So it was a very good idea. And in order to use that tool, Erina decided to use coffee filter. Oh, and by the way, did I present myself as the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer, to bring you chapter 247 of Shokugeki no Soma? Perhaps I did not. If I did, I did this again. And the other guy, the black guy, I forgot his name, although I forgot the white guy's name too, is mentioning that straining would have removed the moisture, but reduced the amount of whey as well. Then the whey would have highly been nutritious and transparent, sweet, sour, aced. He describes it as a terrifying girl that actually improved, that did a better innovative a technique that far exceeding general goddess, as if God has sent it. Well, she was called, or is still called, the God's tongue. I guess this means to say that Erina is the one who's really gonna take the top of the top. Although I still think like Megami deserves the title, just simply because unlike Soma and Erina, she is not challenging. She is just a normal girl with a great heart, and I feel like those with great heart is the one who deserves the top of them all most. However, the moment for Megami's throw the bow moment here is the fact that the answer that Erina sought after was this is actually very heartwarming. She was found a way to surpassing the correct answer. So after she saw Megami's challenging Doriyaki, she realized that's the only reason she could make this dish. In essence, Megami inspired Erina to make a dish. So even though Megami lost the match, which by the way she should not have lost, in a way, if Megami did not lose and showed the dish that she made, Erina would not have won. So in essence, Megami did win, just on a different note. She inspired her friends to make a dish that surpassed everything else. And the most creme de la creme is the fact what Alice says. Is she says in that the name of her confection is a soufflé leger de grace, which actually means light soufflé and grace. And it means blessing in French, and in a way, blessing in Japanese means Megami. Not gonna lie, that line, especially Megami's blushing face when she hears that actually does make me tear up a little. That is just so heartwarming. So Erina describes the reason why also is that she sees herself in Momo a lot, because as we saw from Momo's past, a lot of her past was similar to Erina. She was gifted with the ability to see the cute things, while Erina was gifted in the ability to taste secret about many things else. So Momo has find her entire life trying to find the perfect scores all her life, which Erina also did. So the reason why Momo was so mad is because she refused to accept that Megami's dish that was actually different, yet still a dish that could compete with her 100%. In essence, it was a dish she was not familiar with. So and it's still aimed for 120 points. So she became irritated for the fact that her perfection may have been flawed, and she did not want to be flawed. So Erina acknowledges that she was like that too. But after having experienced Soma and the Polar Star Dorm's kindness, although still a little bit haughty and still a leader, she's no longer the Ice Queen that rules the castle. She is now merely the queen of her friends. A queen of friendship, I guess we could say. And now she no longer sits at the top. She's no longer the queen that merely sits at the top with arrogance. So with that, Momo is forced to acknowledge that this dish is super cute. And with that, Erina, after saying it wasn't much, Soma's line, she is declared the winner in a perfect score. Momo is finally out of the picture, and the next win goes towards the rebel team. After Soma just teases Erina for, well, having said his line, which of course her in her tsundere faction was doing like that. It's also pretty fun how Megami cries and thanks Erina for making a dish inspired by her name. Yeah, that is so very adorable. So that's one win. Alas thou, now it is only 2 of the rebels left. And those 2 are the most difficult walls to ever break through. They will be break through, mind you. They will, because they're the antagonist and the antagonist has to lose. However, how, though, is a different story. As the next bout begins, who is the ones to gonna battle? Well, that is Satoichi Chinki versus Tsukasa Ishii, which basically means that Rindo is facing against Takumi. Now then, who will win? Well, as I said before, if we're gonna go through this in a logic dispute, then technically those 2, Takumi and Satoichi, should lose. So the final main characters, Erina and Soma, are the only ones left facing off against the ultimate powers. Then again, if that will be the final duel, or if that means that there will be 1 win and 1 lose, so there will be just 1-on-1, is anyone's guess. Now is the question, though. I think Charles in Anime World made some valid points to the fact that if Satoichi was serious, could there be a chance that he could defeat Tsukasa? I mean, I don't know if he really said that, but again, we have to talk about Satoichi, a very mysterious character. I mean, when I say mysterious, I mean the fact that, as his father rival told about, and as Nene mentioned, he never got serious. He could have gotten the title, the best second-year student in the school, but he chose to ignore that title. Why did he? Is it because he's just so brilliant that he has no interest in it? Is it because he is secretly arrogant and just choose not to? Or is it simply because he has no interest in being called the best? He just wants to live the life he wants to live at. If I were to give that, I still think it's the third. I think Satoichi just wants to live his life and do the ingredients his way. It's best reflected in his cooking. He wants to make a dish that is unique to him, not anyone else. Meaning that he wants to free dishes his own way. He doesn't want to follow a single rule. If a dish can improve, if the taste can improve, then he will improve it. Just not in traditional way always. He will fuse whatever he can find and the knowledge of that moment. So what I'm trying to say is, Tsukasa is a guy who follows a strict letter to a T. Satoichi is a guy who changes letter to a T. Basically, their cookings are exact opposites in that way. The question is, though, who is getting more serious? If Satoichi were completely serious, would there be a chance that he could compete with Tsukasa? If you ask me, I think he could. Mostly because, in a way, I wonder, Is there possible that Satoichi have battled Tsukasa in the past? I mean, I doubt so, but if he had, wouldn't it have been pretty fun if Tsukasa is actually happy to battle Tsukasa? I mean, Tsukasa is happy battling Satoichi, because that will mean that, you know, he recognizes Satoichi as one of the few cooks he considers an equal. I mean, I don't know if he feels like that, but again, Satoichi's cooking is completely different from Tsukasa's, so maybe Tsukasa never will acknowledge a cooking like that. Still though, will Satoichi be 100% serious? And if he is 100% serious and still lose, then we have a problem. And I'm saying a problem because that's just gonna make Tsukasa's defeat all the more unacceptable in logic people's minds. Note, we're not talking a single bit about Rindo and Takumi in this picture, mostly because the final picture was about Tsukasa and Satoichi. So I still don't really know if Takumi have any chance to defeat Rindo. I mean, their cooking styles are different too. Rindo uses exotic, rare ingredients. Takumi uses a fusion of traditional Indian cuisine and a lot more to evolve his cooking. So who knows? Who is the winner? Who is the loser? Is this gonna be a two-man losing job, or are we gonna see something else? Either way, I hope we will get a. If we're gonna if Satoichi is gonna lose, at least give us some background information on that guy. Why is he considered the black sheep of his family? I want to know that. So give me your thoughts if you have any.